The new McCrispy Strip is here. Dip approved by ketchup, tangy barbecue, honey mustard, Sprite, McFlurry, Big Mac sauce, double dipped in buffalo and ranch, more ranch, and creamy chili McCrispy Strip Dip. Now at McDonald's. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
I think you're on mute.
Workday starting to sound the same?
I think you're on mute.
Find something that sounds better for your career on LinkedIn. With LinkedIn Job Collections, you can browse curated collections by relevant industries and benefits, like flex PTO or hybrid workplaces, so you can find the right job for you. Get started at linkedin.com/jobs. Finding where you fit. LinkedIn knows how.
Building a portfolio with Fidelity Basket Portfolios is kind of like making a sandwich. It's as simple as picking your stocks and ETFs, sort of like your meats and other toppings, and managing it as one big, juicy investment. Now that's pretty good. Learn more at fidelity.com/baskets. Investing involves risk, including risk of loss. Fidelity Brokerage Services, LLC. Member NYSE SIPC.
This episode is brought to you by 2B1B4U, Arsenon, Devon Harkenrider, Gluthoric, Raven B, Joshua Messerev, Nibiris, and Tampa John. Also, special thanks to Shelby and Mackenzie for helping out with the ideas for some artwork that might make its way out to our merch in the near future.
Ooh. Do I know about that?
No, you don't.
Oh, okay.
Episode 38, Until Silence Calls Your Name, Part 1. Now wings take flight and ice blast free to fight the fire below. A god from there, a queen from here, at stake the ebb and flow. A lord of steel and souls and death has eyes upon a prize, mother of child and child of night, to bring a new god's rise. And from beyond another god, from void and space and sea, curves tentacle around them all and waits to squeeze. But what of gods that still hold rule? What silence do they speak, in fear of mighty golden spear held by those once too weak? The underworld is closed to all, its god joined with the failed. Shared hate and broken fate, they join this tragic tale. The stage is set, a point in time where all the world breathe deep, should cold moon fall and sun decline, and none rise now from sleep. Welcome back to the Girls Who Don't D&D podcast. It is October, and we are in London. Not right now, though, because we're recording this back in the garage a few months ago, but if you are lucky, and if we are too, you might just be at MCM London right now, listening to this all-new episode, and potentially the end of Volume 1.
Oh, my God.
I know, I didn't tell you.
After 4 years?
Yeah.
We've been playing for 4 years, but like how many days or weeks have passed? I don't know. Where's the logbook?
I have no idea. With me, as always, are the girls.
Indy playing Freya.
Stacey playing Kaa'Riin.
Alana playing Morrigan.
And I am your Dungeon Master, Cory. We are in the middle of quite the battle, so let's quickly shout out to some of you lovely listeners before we get right back to the troubles the girls are partially responsible for. Indy,
Yes.
who you got?
Who have I got?
To shout out.
Oh, yeah, I've got it here.
We do this every time.
We do it every time. Every time. It's every time. Sorry, I got sidetracked in Alana's video, actually, on Patreon because I was looking at ours.
Quick promo there.
Yeah. Oh, by the way. I just wanted to shout out your favourite Liv and Alicia Crowley. Crowley?
I hope it's Crowley.
Crowley's lovely, yeah.
Crowley?
Yeah.
Which is now sad if it's the other one. Crowley, on the other hand, But we love Crowley. Change your name.
Thank you very much for getting back to me on the Patreon video. It's a little video that Ben and I have been doing, just a quiz. We'll see how it goes, and it's kind of fun, but I hate losing, so...
I'm going to take that quiz, but I think I'll lose.
Yeah.
Indy hasn't got a chance. I don't even know. She wrote the questions and got some wrong. So.
I know. I did really try too, but I'm going to get better, and I'm going to listen more attentively, I think. I just get sidetracked. Yeah.
Like you did before doing this.
Just prove my own point.
Stace, who have you got?
I've got 21 Ellies and April Kins 91 who are both coming to MCM.
Could be right here, right now. Because this is
Could be right here,
live
right
here,
now.
but recorded early.
And it's so sweet because, like, hopefully I'll get to meet you. Like, no, if you're there, you are meeting us.
We'll find you.
We'll find you. Come see us. Come have a drink with us.
If you have a particular set of skills, we will find you.
We will find you.
Alana.
We'll give you a nail file.
Oh yeah, we got all this stuff that you can go on at Instagram and see the sort of stuff we're bringing, but we have more than just a nail file. I realised I didn't
get
sound
one
good.
nail file.
I just want to give that to them, okay?
But we have a whole bunch of really cool stuff. In
We really
fact,
do.
here are your merch bags.
Oh, things. Oh, Oh, it's a show bag. Remember show bags?
I can't wait to undo this and make it all crinkly in the microphone.
Oh, thank you.
Is this a wine bag? Is it? Is it?
Oh,
It is.
It's a wine bag.
You have no idea how useful this is going to be for me.
So we have wine bags, we have beanies, we have, I can't remember actually what else we have, but in little bags there. And if you are coming to MCM to see us, you can also crinkle the paper to open things with.
You're welcome.
That is a lip balm.
I was going to say, my lips are dry.
I was going to say something.
Shut up.
Yeah, I've never had one, but I've always wanted one.
Yeah, they are pricey, aren't they, lip balm? It's a thing you can dream of.
Oh, no, like the round ones. You're such a boy. You bought the good ones.
Anyway, if you're joining us in MCM, please come and see us. We've got a whole bunch of stuff, and we look forward to meeting all those people who've paid attention to the show for quite some time now.
There's a sticker.
There's a sticker.
I love stickers.
Personalised.
That is cool.
Oh, mine's my skanky tattoo.
Show me.
Oh my God, this is so exciting. Hang on, I got to put a beanie on.
As always, I'll
Let me
edit
just
out the next
crinkle.
15 minutes worth of them rattling bags. Alana.
I would like to shout out T and Gracie over on Instagram, who is saying that we deserve every follower that we have. They're enjoying our episodes and are having a blast enjoying our Patreon content.
Oh, very nice. Well, a wee promo for us. On our Patreon, we have started working on a new podcast called The Void, which will be available hopefully in the start of the new year. We've also sent out the very first of Stacey and Josie's new show where they sit around and listen to our old episodes while sharing a vino or two. It's a great way to spend the evening, or 3 or 4. Don't try and keep up. But it's a great way to spend the evening with the ladies on your screen, listening to the show and talking what I assume will be utter nonsense. Is that a fair...
Yep.
No need to follow up on any more?
No notes.
All of that and way much more available now on Patreon. So, we'll just wait here while you go sign up.
Hi everyone, Sam here to remind you of all things happening behind the scenes. Here's what you know, but the girls don't. Morrigan's dad is still hiding away from the god dragon that is flying around causing havoc. Just about everyone is trying to get their hands on souls from the Solar Stone. Angelique from the other side, Bellereth and their new host, Queen Morrigan, Lord Caa'Riin and his daughter Minty. Let's blame Ruina for repairing Inyathlanora's portal and bringing Queen Morrigan and Bellereth together in the first place, while also making sure Shayla and Morrigan's mother ended up close by. Speaking of queens, didn't Morrigan make some kind of a deal with the Queen of the Undreamed? Yes, she did.
Right, ladies, a very short recap for you. Alana, your bio daddy was almost killed by a dragon that is now swooping around above your head and above the heads of the Justicar's armies. It is being fired upon by a fleet of soul ships, currently controlled by Kaa'Riin because she has Crujian's gauntlet, among many others.
Yes, I do.
Yes, she does, which controls the clockwork army who man those ships. Meanwhile, on the other side of the battlefield, Kaa'Riin is in a fight with Lord Caa'Riin and is somewhat supported by the somewhat heroic actions of Freya and her mother, who have not been rolling particularly well. Yeah, they haven't done much so far. Kaa'Riin still holds Lute's staff, which she was directed to by the whale within.
I've got a lot of good things going for me right now.
It could go well. Captain Arneko is also along for the ride, while the army of golems is pushing through into the battlefield towards the other half of the Justicar army. People are dying, souls are swirling towards the Solar Stone, which is being worn by Freya's mother. Seconds ago, the true hero of our tale, a mild-mannered man with 5 arms, leaped or leapt, depending on how much you value past participles, from the deck of the Golden Spear. This is usually where you guys go, the Golden Spear.
The Golden Spear.
And started firing with pistols, 5 of them towards Lord Caa'Riin. Let's see what happens next. Ladies, are you ready to play?
Yes.
It's just 3 girls, a dragon, and a handful of dice. Some guys telling stories, I'm sure they'll be nice. There will be monsters and magic, and fire and ice. But it's mostly 3 girls, a dragon, and dice.
Welcome back. First, to Alan.
I have to roll for Alan 10d20, 2 for each hand at disadvantage.
Yeah, Alan is firing with 5 hands, and guns in each of them, but he fires at disadvantage because he's not particularly well trained. So he's shooting at Lord Caradril. It's not an easy thing to do, but let's see how you go. You need to roll well.
Alan usually does, to be honest.
He could. He is not particularly great at this, mind you, but he is +3.
Okay. So, just 2 at a time. 15 and 11.
Is that
11.
including? Okay.
Oh, sorry, +3.
So 14.
14.
No.
What am I trying to get? You don't tell me?
More,
okay.
More than 14 so far.
I just looked at the higher number after seeing the 1, like the higher number mattered. 1. I'm going to use 2 different D20.
How you going with that?
That was a 1 and a 20.
Wow.
I'm gonna discard the 2 1 dice and roll the other 2. And I shit you not, it's a 20 and a 3.
Oh my God.
Burning through those 20s.
You don't waste the 20s.
You need another attack for Alan.
I got a 10 and a 5.
This tragedy continues.
Oh, man.
Oh my God.
He really is lucked out, isn't he?
He was doing so well when I was playing him originally, and now, no good. Do I get to roll again?
That was 4, wasn't it?
Oh, so I get 1 more.
Oh, yeah, that's what I thought you meant, just to re-roll that one.
No.
Okay. No, you have 1 more.
Counting is hard.
It is hard.
9. Alan,
okay.
Alan's doing great.
Alan leaps from the golden spear, firing. This is a tough shot no matter who you are. He was very keen, but he's leapt from the deck. He's falling to the ground. The being of many eyes is coming down with him, and he's fired 5 shots, and all 5 of them go whistling into the distance.
Oh.
He may have killed some golems behind them. I don't know, but he did not. Maybe one of them tings off the metal. But Lord Caradril was probably unaware this has occurred.
Oh, Alan!
I know, he's trying.
Brave but delulu.
All right, that brings the attention around to someone we probably don't want to hear from yet. The big dragon is flying above the armies.
What about that asshole?
My notes were literally, fake dad dead, dragon pissed.
But real daddy's still hiding away. Which is probably good news at this stage. But as the dragon sweeps through the armies and he comes down really quickly and just drags his body flying through the armies, just pushing people out of the way. Not even blasting fire or anything like that, just hitting them and sending bodies flying.
He's the bowling ball, they're the pins.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
As I said in the last episode, we're doing things a bit differently because of the size of this battle, and this army is just full of minions right now. So this is a roll just to see how many he hits and kills. How many ones are we going to do today?
He kills 1 person?
He just swoops down. The only thing that would have
Their
happened
hair
here...
rustles.
Yeah.
What the hell?
I'll just
Maybe they've
scare
died
them.
the other way in time?
This
Like,
dragon sucks.
My rolling sucks is what happens. I rolled a 1, so he didn't have to do too much in order to hit anything, but we were rounding up. He manages to hit just 1 person. There's just
What an
There's an
idiot.
army of people and this one person like, why me? The dragon curved back towards the throng of metal and nerves. It allowed itself time to regenerate its breath, a combination of natural chemicals and swirling magics turning within its chest. For now, though, it would rely upon fear, speed, and weight. It dove toward the throng, wings curved back, wind screaming across them. It watched as they started to run. The mirrors and shards of its body bristled, and it reveled in the thought of the bodies below being stripped and shredded as it carved its way through them. Watching from the battlefield was one man. Standing tall as others scurried in desperation, Unak refused the fear. He was born of the dragons himself, a heritage that would sadly not help him now. Nor would his immense size, 12 tall feet of blue scales and armor that matched. Useless against such a beast. But he did not want to run. He wanted to stand against such abuse of power, to light the ways for others in the face of such terror, to show courage and bravery and... But not all heroes have their day.
You know, in the movies where like the building's falling and they run in line with the building rather than jumping out of the way, everyone else went sideways and this guy just ran forward.
Yeah, pretty much. One of the things we did, and you guys don't know about this, but one of the things that is in our previous episodes is some of our patrons gave us their character names and they have become part of our story. They're part of the battle to the side, little stories. So I got a feeling that whoever that one person was may well be a patron.
May have been.
Thank you for your sacrifice.
Kaa'Riin, we're around to you. You're seeing bullets not hit Lord Caradril.
This is embarrassing.
Awkward.
I've not got a control of an army,
You do.
so I'm going to order that attack on the dragon.
All right. They are after Morrigan's turn in a second, but that is exactly what they would do. But it's your turn before that.
And the other thing I want to do, is anyone in danger right now that I need to save, or should I just, anyone good? Does anyone need help?
It's pretty much, there's not a lot of damage being done yet. There's a lot of missing.
And I kind of got everything, right? Like I've got my little spear, I've got the gauntlet.
Where's Gauntlet Dude?
Oh, that's right. I forgot about him. All right, I'm going to attack him.
You are right next to him.
Special K.
Special K, that asshole.
Yeah.
We're going in and
What would you like to do?
I want to do the lightning thing at him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you're calling lightning on him.
So I'm like, oi.
He's like, yeah, what?
I was hoping we could come to an agreement amicably by having a conversation that I've never initiated. But I am
now's a
going
good time.
but I think we're done with that.
Actually, he says it in sort of, his voice sounds more evil now. Now is a good time if you wish.
No, well, I don't wish.
Thanks, Yoda.
That was
Yoda? What version of Star Wars did you watch?
Yoda, that one.
Really?
I agree. I had a Yoda feel.
That was, I don't know.
I think it was the word wish that really sold it.
I don't know what version you were watching, but
Help you again. That's Yoda.
my God.
That's Yoda.
That's it.
fuck, you're actually really good at this. Hey, can we just sit here all the whole
Just like
game?
throw
and just
impressions
throw
at me.
voices. Ron Burgundy, go.
I'm Ron Burgundy.
Oh, yes, I'm going to call lightning down.
All right, lightning is happening.
Yep, it's like right on top of him too. Like the cylinder is just boom, right on him.
Like he's a metal conductor.
Yep.
Because he's pretty much just a man of metal now.
And so I'm like, you fucking idiot. Bring metal to a freaking lightning fight, you dumb fuck. All right, so I'm going to like shift back a little bit, but I'm going to do like a cool walk back slow. I'm going to actually act like my hands are doing this, even though I can just do it, I'm doing this.
Yeah, it's still a podcast.
Yeah, no, I know, and I'm trying to think of how.
4 years now.
Okay, so imagine you've got
The Scarlet Witch. Scarlet Witch from MCU does the little hand thingies. That's what you're doing.
I'm doing that.
All right. To me, you look like you're preparing a volleyball to be served.
Okay, that too. That's fine.
yeah.
However you want to see it, that's how I'm doing it. It's like a ball
Doctor Strange.
of nothing. Yes, Doctor Strange. Okay, yeah, cool. We're all the same. Everyone's getting that. And I'm
or
walking
maybe
back.
someone like at a zoo, they're trying to get an animal ready for impregnating another animal.
Or
Yes.
the kids with the string and they make the shapes.
That's it. Yes, it's all
like
stuck to their
like when you
hands.
have a yo-yo and you do walk the dog
Yeah.
Yes.
And you go and you weave under.
Yeah.
around the world,
Oh, that's fun.
Yo-yos.
What's the pendulum one?
rock the cradle, baby cradle,
I
baby
think that
thing.
actually is.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Actually, I think it is.
I don't
Swing
know.
the baby, crock the cradle.
I know, spank the crocodile. I don't know what they're called.
Can I just get a description of so there's Kaa'Riin and then she's right near Special K and then
Yeah.
who else is in that little bubble at the moment?
Golems all over the place. They're charging
we don't care
through.
about them.
Well, they're coming towards you, so that's all right. But you did stop to put an army there.
Oh, they're easy.
You've got Freya. Freya's mum's right there.
Oh, they're
Alan's
there.
Alan's shooting bullets towards ish.
So
I want
the-
to say ish.
The risk bubble for this spell is
Freya and Freya's mum, and a bunch of golems would go as well.
oh what a shame. Oh no.
That's all right. I can put a shield up if anything happens.
Okay. I think we're just gonna be okay. I'm gonna probably just psychic over to everyone, and be like, hey, I'm about to do a huge cylinder, so just be within clearness of all that. And they're like, what do you mean a cylinder? And I'm like, oh, sorry, I wasn't very specific. I'm gonna call lightning. The cylinder's pretty harmless on a good day. I mean, that's like a toilet paper roll. So, all right. I'm going back and I'm doing my hand thing and I'm like, you asked for this. I think you know this is coming. I think we can all agree that this is the end of you and we're going to win this war.
I did not ask for this.
Well, you may not have said it so much with your words.
Evil Yoda, obviously.
Yeah.
Oh, obviously. Anyway, and then I call lightning and a storm cloud appears in the shape of a cylinder that is 10 feet tall with a 60-foot radius centered on a point that you can see within range directly above you. A creature takes 3d10 lightning damage on a failed save.
Okay. So he needs to take
Or half as much on a success one.
Oh, we need to get that right. We get that wrong occasionally.
Yeah.
But he needs to dodge out of the way. There are a couple of golems around. I'll roll for them separately. But I must say at this stage, I think that you could argue that Freya and Freya's mum aren't really going to get hit. You're not quite next to him at that point.
If not, I have a shield.
Okay, so that's a 2. Now, I'm going to roll in order today. That's a 1 and the 2 I've rolled so far. He does not dodge. Stace, hit him with 3d10.
Oh, nice.
22.
22 points of damage. It hits hard. I'm not going to lie. He
And
stumbles
he's
back
dead
a little bit.
and we win the war.
He's not dead. It looks amazing, actually, because the lightning also crackles around some of
he's doing
his
metal, right?
metal. So it looks like he's in pain, but also looking really cool.
Love it.
So a bit of that. And now a check to see how many of the golems around him were hit. Yeah, I finally rolled well. That's a 19. A bunch of bodies also get blasted to the side, bits and pieces flinging around all over the place. Some of them scorched, some of them still sparking as they hit the ground. And you remember that these were once people, and still
They're
kind
the
of
clones of people.
So are you.
That is pretty
Has
funny.
anyone seen or heard, that trending sound that's like, oh, look, a strawberry. Oh, look, a strawberry. Oh, look, a strawberry. And then it's like, oh. And it's like, it shows progressively like more fucked up strawberries.
Oh, like copies of copies of copies?
Yeah. I'm like the second level.
Yeah.
They're
Yes, these ones are much further down the line.
Yeah.
That is true. Yeah. Anything else you'd like to do there, Kaa'Riin?
Isn't that a move?
Yeah.
I've done 2 things.
Well, you can still. We talk, we think, we plan,
Oh.
we play,
And then I'm like,
we drink, we laugh, we cry.
I'm like, you're dead now.
And he's not.
What? What's he doing then?
Standing there taking it.
What did he grab? Can you remind me? Like he grabbed something.
He did indeed. He has Lute's staff.
Oh, yeah, okay.
We'll get that back.
The whale within seems rather urgent to do that.
Yeah. No,
You feel
I'm going
that?
to wait till he's fried and then I'm going to snatch it off him.
Okay.
Is he fried yet?
No.
Okay.
Morrigan, we're back to you.
How long does this go for? 60 seconds, apparently.
You can hang on to this, yeah. You've got to
I'm going to
maintain.
keep it going for the 60.
You've got to maintain concentration.
Yeah, I will.
But if you get hit in the meantime, you will lose that
shit.
concentration. So
All right, I'm going to risk it. I've got all my hit points.
okay.
I'm going to psychic over to the girls though and just let them know, in particular Freya, that I am holding some lightning and I'm just frying this bastard. I almost used the other word that we weren't allowed to use. But so just watch my back. I'm vulnerable right now.
Morrigan, you are standing in front of a whole bunch of people who are surprisingly not being hurt by a dragon that just flew right through the middle of them.
I'm gonna run for Dad.
Fake one?
Oh, I don't know where real Dad is.
That's right.
I have an hourglass thing, right?
Yeah.
And it's meant to like tell me when important things are happening.
Yeah.
And I've just seen like dragon is here and stuff. Is anything important happening? Is it doing anything?
It's not mentioning it.
Okay. No worries. Then I would like to, I'm going to assume it's an Arcana check to try and see through the illusion of the choir to try and see what my dad is, maybe?
I don't think it'll help you. You already
No.
probably know it's not real.
Okay, perception to try and find Daddy Dearest?
Yeah, see if you can find out anything that might give you a clue, perhaps. Yeah, sure.
Okay. It's like, which of my shit dice do I roll?
Yes, that's right. Blame the dice.
Potato. 14.
Behind the armies, you recall the large number of tents,
Oh, yeah.
where they came from. It seems likely that since he doesn't appear to be, obviously now, there's a lot of people here, so he could be amongst all people, he could be dressed differently, but part of you thinks maybe he's among the tents. Qatar had despised the plan. Hidden in a soldier's tent, away from where his very own people risked their lives, he found cowardice in this decision. He wondered if he deserved the name Qatar of the Wind. He stood to leave, but his old friend and guard, Compester of the Clouds, stepped across him. Qatar watched as what seemed to be streaks of lightning rippled just beneath the wood elf's flesh. For a moment he even appeared taller and stronger than normal. Qatar wondered if his guard would truly stand between him and the battle, if the matter were pressed. A grey mist formed around Compester, the very clouds for which he had been named. Light flashed from within their form. "There's a reason we've never fought, Your Majesty," he said. And Qatar sat back down. Outside, the war raged on.
Okay, and I'm still out of range to do anything with this dragon.
No, you're probably there right now.
Oh, okay, cool. No worries. I don't know why I'm overthinking this. In that case,
Definitely don't know why anyone would ever overthink our games.
look, this is a less anxious me that you're getting.
She's fast and loose now, babe. She's shooting from the hip.
I would like to. Look, I have a theory, and I don't know if it's a stupid theory, but in this game, I guess we fuck around and we find out.
That is what your tattoo
That is
says.
a great life motto. We should get it tattooed on us when we
It
hit
is
10,000
not meant to be a
patrons.
good life motto.
I'll run the tramp stamp side. Fuck around and find out. That would be
that's so good.
That's
Imagine
hilarious.
that. Imagine that. It's almost as good as Boner Garage.
God.
So terrible.
How bad's that?
That's
it's
so
from a
bad.
movie. It's not from me. I didn't.
It's not a movie.
It's not a movie.
No, those sort of movies usually have at least puns in the title.
I don't even know what it's off. But I remember seeing it and being mortified. I was like,
Okay, I would like to use command, and I'm going to use a command
On the dragon.
On the dragon. And
That's a good call.
Going to command him to... It's either... I want to not have to deal with it. I want... I want him unconscious so that we can get his soul and move the fuck on. So my theory is...
Yeah, that's how it should go.
If I can knock him out, maybe he'll go to that like place that we went to with the queen. And she can deal with him.
The key part of command, it's a one-word command.
That's all right. I'm just debating either it's going to be sleep or it's going to be dream. And
Ooh.
I don't know.
Interesting.
In that case, then I would like to cast command, and I'm going to command this dragon to dream.
Dream, perchance to sleep.
Yeah.
Give me a roll.
Give you a roll. Okay. For reference,
Just stretching my Shakespeare a little bit there. Just
Show it off a little.
bending it and breaking it.
you have to roll. It's a wisdom saving.
I do.
And don't you forget that I wished for this with the queen and the thing, like the void place.
Yeah, okay. This will, I'll make this advantage.
And wishes are like
But-
pinky promises.
Technically, it'll be disadvantage.
Oh. Wait, what?
Well, because it's the dragon. It's at disadvantage.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's fine.
What have I got to beat?
16.
I did not.
Yes.
I don't know what that means.
Bitch.
But
Well, it says dream, you said.
Yeah.
What I love about this game is sometimes we forget that these things are meant to happen overlapped. All right, they're meant to be simultaneous. So perhaps why he missed so badly when he was getting really close to the ground
okay, yeah.
is because this actually hit him exactly as he was trying to hit everybody else. And he is hitting the ground now. Instead of swooping down and going through the bodies of people, they got out of the road because he has fallen asleep, or at least has gone into some sort of dream space and hit the ground and is sliding along towards you, actually. Probably will slide to a stop. Just cinematically, right in front of you, just because I like the
and
idea.
then I'm just gonna put like a leg up on its nose.
And you
That's
just
so
hear,
good.
you hear
I
a
love that.
soft, gentle snore, but there's no guarantee this will last for long.
Yeah.
Baby.
Okay, it's fine. It's just, I want to do the spell to take its soul.
You will need a full action to do that, and you just used
I
one.
used an action. Okay. But the illusion worked on him. But I'm not asking. I would like to, hoping that the choir can hear me. We need an illusion now. We need to keep him contained in case he wakes up. And I
I like this. What is it?
I want an illusion that makes him feel like he's somewhere else. So maybe like he can't see us instead, like the
choir.
So
like the choir does with the town.
If he wakes up, he'll see something else. He's currently seeing whatever he sees as a dream, but if
Yeah.
he wakes up, he'll see something else. What will that be?
I want him to see,
Barren snowfields, and then he chooses to hibernate.
barren snowfields, and he's chained down.
Sorry, I like the idea that he's in
No
the
people.
snowfields, but he's got a blanket, he's got a warm bed, he's curled up in a rug, and he doesn't want to wake up.
Well, I like the idea of Barren. Barren,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Okay.
Can the illusions affect how he feels?
No.
Okay, yeah. So Barren,
It depends on how he responds to them, but
barren, empty space. He can't see the people, and he can see chains. Like he thinks he's chained.
okay.
That's
Okay.
Choir, assemble!
Oh, you're going to hate this.
Yeah, okay.
Because it is now time for the ships. And Kaa'Riin asked him to fire upon the dragon.
Oh shit!
I didn't even think about that until I looked down and saw the
hold
initiative
on,
order.
hold on.
Kill him in his sleep. That's so fucked up.
Quick, kill the sleeping dragon. Look, it's not that fucked up. It's one way to do things, but
Yeah.
That was okay. That's a good call. I mean, I think we
think it-
unintentionally worked really well on that together.
he could wake up though.
Nah, we're gonna kill him. It's really upsetting.
I have 7 ships that are moving in position. That's a crit.
Yeah, it is.
That hits.
Night, you little dick.
Wow. Out of 7, only 2 were above 11. 1 is a crit though, so that will be a serious amount of damage, but it may wake him. He takes 34 points of damage from cannonballs charging into him, and I'm going to let him roll again to see if he wakes up. Straight away.
Be a shame if you rolled a 1.
It'd be a terrible shame.
So it's another wisdom check to see if... This is like being like somebody's trying to shake you, but with cannonballs. He's got to beat a 16 to wake up, yes?
At disadvantage.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was 16, yeah.
He did not.
Okay.
He stays asleep.
Well, we pummel him with shit. Maybe not.
Extraordinary.
And we win the game.
Well, there's a lot of other things happening, I must say. The Queen of the Undreamed stirred nervously as the vision of a dragon appeared before them, squeezed into a chamber that had once seemed large enough for quite sizable events. There was more power here than a dragon would normally represent, though. Something greater and far beyond the Queen's abilities. But a promise is a promise, and a wish is a wish. And so the Queen conjured a dream within the dragon's mind. And now it soared between the stars, its wings slicing the edges of nebula, dividing the coloured gases and sending them into swirls. It dipped behind stars and curved around the horizon of deep black holes. It raced between twirling stones in belts of hanging rock. It blasted through comet tails and sent ripples through seas of space with every turn. But the god within was less enthused.
Whatever the occasion, effortless elegance is right this way. Because Hilton brings you new ways to stay courtesy of the Nomad London. And it doesn't stop at award-winning dining in a space draped in velvet and illuminated by vintage chandeliers. No, this day goes beyond with unparalleled personalized service and attentive hospitality. Oh, and did we mention the Nomad London can be booked using your Hilton Honors points at Hilton.com? Hilton, for the stay.
This episode is brought to you by Nespresso and Samra Origins by the Weekend Coffee Collection.
Introducing Samra Origins. My collaboration with Nespresso is a connection to my roots, to my mother, Samra. Coffee that hits the right notes. It transports you. Crafted with unique notes and bold, soaring flavors. Experience a taste that moves you. Nespresso and Samra Origins.
Discover more at Nespresso.com.
Get into your body's vitals with the Vitals app on Apple Watch.
I wanna get into my body and let my skin do the talking. I wanna feel like I'm myself again.
The Vitals app tracks key overnight metrics so you can spot changes in your health before you feel them. The Vitals app on Apple Watch. iPhone XS or later required. The Vitals app is for wellness purposes only and not for medical use.
We're cutting back to Freya, who's standing right next to Caradril, Lord Caradril, who is being struck permanently by lightning. Like a lightning rod right now.
Just like the whole time.
Well, she's holding it on, yeah.
You got to protect her so she doesn't get distracted.
Just distracted. Don't go over there and show her pictures of cats.
Should I go for the golems? Like, are there going to be golems attacking her?
They could, yeah.
Should I maybe do a bit of an acid splash just to clear out some of the golems?
That's a good idea, because actually one of the things I was going to do was suggest that if we don't clear out enough of these people, then they will get through. So yes, you're doing what I was going to do anyway, so you're getting there first. How many do you hit? This is just a roll, a d20 to see how many golems you hit.
No, you have to roll to dodge. It says a Dex 13 saving throw.
All right.
And I'm casting it at 5th level, so it'll be 2d6.
Well, I doubt my 8 dodges. How many did you get? What's your damage?
My damage? A 10.
Cool.
Nice.
And yeah, that would have been enough to clear the area, just splash all over them, but you clear the path next to her. Anything else you'd like to do? Your mum's standing right there.
She is.
She's like, a good one, sweetie. I knew you'd do something.
Something?
Well, you've been pretty ordinary so far. She says it under her breath.
And then she's like, why can't you be more like Kaa'Riin?
Do you do the lightning thing? Just the acid then, is it?
I can't attack it. Shut up.
Sorry, sweetie. And then she does the hair out of the face thing.
Can you change it to a bear, yes or no?
What do you...
Mum, I'm really good at stealing shit.
Oh,
what
good.
every mother wants to hear.
That's what I wanted to hear, yeah.
I can't hit again, can I?
No.
Or do a perception check.
I can do a perception check.
What are you looking for?
Just anything.
I don't know. Just give us a go.
Some shit.
Just give me a go.
Shit to fight.
You know what? Fuck you. You can get that at disadvantage. Give me a perception check at disadvantage.
Okay, I'm going to perceive...
Time.
Yes. I'm going to see how... I want to do a perception check on the dragon and see how much...
The sleeping dragon on the other...
how awake it is.
It's on the other side of the battlefield.
Okay, don't worry about that.
Can we try and do a perception check and maybe try and find Morrigan's dad?
Oh, yeah.
Also on the other side of the battlefield.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, fuck God. How big's the battlefield? Are we all close to it?
No, it took you a long time to dash across
it
it.
did, because I was running. It was a marathon.
Righto, I'll take your disadvantage.
Yeah, but what are you looking for?
I don't know.
That's why she's getting disadvantaged.
Disadvantage because you're just basically staring around.
Yeah, and tell me what I see.
All right.
I've lost a 20. All right, here we go. Watch this.
How'd you go? What are those 2 numbers you rolled?
They're really good, actually.
2 20s, that's crazy.
That's amazing.
Crazy.
So
That is a 6 and an 8.
6 and an 8. Freya, when you look around, you think, my God, this is a big battle. You see golems all over the place. You see behind the golems, you see the forest that doesn't even look familiar. It just looks like a forest. Behind that, you see the mountains. They look glorious, covered in ice. You can see the river that runs alongside. It's a very wide river that runs alongside the battlefield. Yeah, nothing really stands out. You're like, this is just pretty. I'm glad I took the time to take it all in.
Next time, can you tell me what I'm looking for?
No, that's your part of the game.
I don't want.
We have to do everything.
I know.
That's how I feel.
It's not like we should just show up.
You're getting
play.
You're getting a vision of what your life could have been if you had like teenage daughters.
How lucky that you just got one perfect, beautiful boy.
He is wonderful.
He is amazing.
He's so great.
He would have known what to look for.
He would have.
He really would have.
What am I looking for?
You asked us to play.
Yeah, I know. You picked us.
That does end your turn, but it does bring up Freya's mum, who is looking at you in a daze, like, what are you doing? What are you looking for? You know when kids do have that bit where they don't seem to be paying
Should we
attention
have
to what's
gone over
happening?
to the dragon and tried to get the soul out with that necklace your mum's got?
It will only take souls that have been taken out already.
What?
It takes out the souls that have already been taken
it's
out.
not people's actual souls.
I've got empty gems because I gave some people their souls back.
Okay.
And I've got the spell from Baldy to take a soul.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping I can use that on the dragon.
Perfect. Okay, all
That's
right.
my
We have
goal.
a plan. Okay, I knew we had a plan.
It's going faster than I would have thought. It felt quick. I was expecting that dragon to be able to hold on a bit longer.
Yeah, well, he wasn't expecting us 3 talented young ladies. Well, the other 2 are young. I'm 400 years old.
Too talented. I mean, it's just
He wasn't expecting us
again,
mixed bag of ladies.
that was Freya's mum as well.
She's like, well, 2 are.
Freya's mum looks at Freya and sort of says, we have to do this together. And she turns around and she casts a spell and she casts Bless.
Oh, bless.
She does. She goes, actually, that's how
Bless
she casts
your
it. She
heart.
goes, after you do the acid thing, she taps you on the shoulder and goes, oh, bless.
Aww.
And it actually blesses you. So she picks 2 targets within range. She can pick 3, but there's only 2 within. No, she can also grab Alan. She is going to bless each of you. So that's Kaa'Riin, Freya, and Alan. And before the spell ends.
What about Morrigan?
Morrigan's the other side of the battlefield. I do not know how to make that clear. She's
What else is on
quite
the
a
other
long
side
way.
of the battlefield?
Well, if you'd roll a better perception check. But you can now, when you make an attack roll or a saving throw before the spell ends, which is 1 minute away, if she can maintain concentration, you can roll a d4 and add that number to your attack roll or your saving throw, which will make it easier for you to hit things.
Okay.
We jump across now to Darkon and Loot.
Ah. Oh, shit. I forgot to heal Loot.
Yeah, you did. And I have
Don't
to say,
look at me like that.
yeah, Darkon.
He's not
Darkon
actually your son.
noticed. Well, no, he's not. But yes, Darkon noticed. He's giving you the eye.
Oh, do I still have those the potion-y bottle things, the Soderbergh's?
Soderbergh solution.
That thing, yeah. Do I still have those potions?
Look, when we first did that, you used.
Oh, I was impatient. Yep.
Yeah, you used heaps of them. But
No, but I still have a dice, don't I?
did you leave one in there?
I did. Because like you've always got to save something for later, right?
Then you have a small amount of the solution.
I mean, it's like 1d4. Is that fine? Is that okay?
Well, it might be, but you can't do it because you're out of actions.
Oh, can I just like jut my hip out and like nod at where it is?
Yeah, okay. So Darkon is giving you the filthy eye.
Yeah, I'm nodding towards my hip and jutting out my hip belt and being like, it's like there.
Yeah, all right. Okay, so yeah, Darkon can take that potion and you just pour it down his throat, I assume. So he pours it down. He tends to loot, however, that needs to be tended to. How many hit points does he get back? 1d4.
Yeah.
All right.
Do I roll that or do you roll that?
I think I should roll that, but I
Yeah.
mean, you do.
Okay. 3.
3. Loot gets back 3 hit points. He's no longer drifting between conscious and semi-conscious and knocked out. Look, with that, I'm not going to lie. Darkon did not take that too well, that you forgot him and you forgot Loot. So they are just going to... He grabs Loot and he gets ready to leave.
Sorry. There's a lot going on.
Okay. Welcome. Welcome to Girls Who Don't D&D, but not today.
This is weird though.
Today I am the Dungeon Master now. This is Stacey and I am your DM. And today we have with us
Cory playing Darkon.
And Cooper playing Loot.
And we are on the battlefield.
We should explain what we've done.
No, we're not. We're going straight in. It's an immersive
I'm not the
experience.
Dungeon Master
go
here.
on.
No, I'm not the Dungeon Master here. I don't want to take over.
Yeah, you're right. This is my ship now.
This is your show. That was quick.
I would actually like an explanation of what we've done. So, Cory, tell the group.
Oh, okay. That was easy. You are going to run this section for us. With Darkon and Loot's side story.
That's right. The side quest we prefer.
Yeah. And we did...
As a Dungeon Master, I prefer side quests.
Yes.
It's just...
Okay, I'll use your words.
Thank you.
There's a lot to learn, okay? God. But yeah, that's it. That's it. You're in charge.
That's it. I'm in charge.
And I'm quite nervous. I haven't played D&D properly.
And I'm quite nervous because I was a lot of talk about DMing, and now that I'm here, I'm like, what do I say?
No pressure, but I'm sitting across the table staring at you the
You
entire
make it look so easy.
It really is hard.
It's so hard. And I see all the comments people do. They're like, oh, you inspired me to be a DM, and, oh, you're such a good storyteller. I'm like, it's fine, isn't it? It's easy. And now that I'm here, I'm like, that's not easy at all. He had to think of things.
There was this whole thinking.
He had to think and be creative and connect it all up. It's so hard.
And so many options.
And we do not make it easy. We're all over the shop. We forget where we are half the time. You're thinking for 4 people constantly.
Oh, look, I cannot wait till you say, but which dice is that? I'm really looking forward to saying that to you at least once. Especially if you've just told me. And also, I didn't listen during that component of the story.
Or when you give us a really solvable puzzle and we're like, we don't get it.
If you put one door in this, I'm out of here.
All right, let's do this because I'm nervous and I want to get into it. I want to be immersed. So side quest from where we left off, Darkon and Loot are on the ground next to Morrigan and the sleeping dragon. As said many, many, many times before, the others on the other side of the battlefield. They are not together.
No.
The other side. How long is the other side of the battlefield? About a football field or so, if you need to imagine.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a bit.
Yeah,
it's a bit more than that.
It's a lot, but they're not close. They're not in range.
You can't just, yell out.
You can't. You have to get there somehow. Darkon slightly ticked off because Morrigan kind of dragged a feat on the healing of Loot. And despite Loot being healed, he's still very, very worried. He's missing a very important object. And that object is Loot.
His staff.
His staff. And he desperately needs to get back to this staff on the other side of the battlefield.
It is.
Which is with Kaa'Riin and Freya.
Yeah.
How are we getting there?
Look, I can fly. I'm not going to lie. This is the first thing. I've been so excited about this whole thing for so long.
Interesting that everyone else needed to earn a lot of stripes to be able to fly, but you can just fly.
I can fly. I can fly instantly. My character has the ability to fly and not much else. Just remember, these guys don't have half of their stuff because they merged. So Dutch and Harkon merging into Darkon. So the character sheet's pretty limited. Yeah. But I'm sticking it all in that flight thing. I got flight.
Great. So to do that, you're going to have to grab Loot. I'm going to get you to roll dexterity, actually.
Just to grab Loot?
Yep.
No, I'm going to get him to get on board. He can roll the dexterity. I'm just going to do that thing that horses do. I'm a well-trained horse.
Roll dexterity for me,
I'm going to lie down, surely at advantage.
What do you got?
12 plus 4.
Perfect. That's 16. How do you want to jump on? You can do a flip. You can do anything with that. With numbers like that, doesn't matter how you get on.
I'm going to piggyback Darkon.
Okay,
No. You can't piggyback me. I'm the big one.
He said what he said. He got a 16. It can happen. All right, he jumps. Darkon hesitantly jumps on his back.
This is awkward. Okay, for some reason I pretend that you are the one carrying me while I fly.
So it looks awkward. Darkon's like, okay, if you insist.
I constantly keep saying there are better ways to do this.
And you're up in the air. Darkon, you feel a little silly.
Yeah, because I was really keen on flying. I was the one who wanted to fly. Now
You
I'm
are
pretending,
flying, you
but
just
I'm
make it
pretending
look
he's
like.
the one doing it or something like that because he's piggybacking me.
Yeah, well, it's called parenting, Cory. Look it up. What do you want to do then? You feel a little silly. You're like, this looks ridiculous. And you probably should be aware that you are now amongst a fleet of flying ships and they aren't for you.
No, they're not out to get me. I remember that much. They're
They're
mostly
not out to get you.
but they're in the way.
But they're there.
There's
And
lots of them.
you are in battle. You're in a crossfire.
Yep.
So are we going to stay piggybacking pretending or are we going to try and do something?
I'm going to flick him onto my back.
Great. Roll dexterity.
Alrighty.
Did you put your glasses on?
Yeah, I don't remember my character sheet. I've never read it before. It's the first time I've seen my character sheet.
Neither have we, don't
Yeah,
worry.
Darkon. Okay, interesting name for a character. Where'd that one come from? Here we go.
What did you just roll? That was
I
a
rolled
brick.
my monster dice, and it's a dirty 20.
Oh.
17 plus 3, dirty,
A dirty
20.
20. Okay, so obviously that's no problem. You flick him up, he's on your back, and now you're navigating through. And what do you want to do?
Well, first of all, I want to tell that bit myself.
Sure.
Yours is fine. I'll just do what you said. You're just fine.
No, you do it. Cut it in. This is my first time.
I'm only
Be gentle.
joking with you. How well can I describe flicking him? I flick him on my back.
What does he do? Does he somersault up? Can you create a story for us, babe?
All right, fine. As I'm flying upwards, right, blinded a little bit by the sun, flicking between some of these dark soul ships.
There's explosions, there's smoke happening in the background.
Thank you for adding sound effects.
That
Great,
was
thank
you.
you. Please just go nuts with sound effects if you want. It's so easy to add.
There's missiles.
Missiles now. There's rare birds.
There's torch throwers. There's dodo birds. An endangered cricket from the north of Australia.
Wow, the last of its kind.
And you can hear it vividly.
So I flick him over. No, I roll.
Oh, yes.
I sort of flick him and then I roll so he lands on my back, and then I roll back around. So
That's
now
sick.
And then I tragically find myself in the middle of all these ships, I guess.
And it happens. That with a dirty 20, that happens perfectly.
I know, I feel like I've
someone
wasted
on
that.
the ship kind of just turns like, did you see that? That was sick.
And
they're
I
like,
wink.
Yeah.
Have I got enough left? Have I got points left that'll wink at them at the same time?
100%. No, there's enough of that. They're kind of like, we're a bit busy, but they're like, that was impressive.
Thank you.
Anyway, as we were. All right, Lute, you're happily on the back of Darkon after a silly little start. And we are going to have to find that staff. That's what we want. So how are we going to find it?
Well, Stacey, it's on the other side of the battlefield.
I'm going to be clear about where it is. It's not in front of you.
No.
It's not next to you.
No.
It's not on a ship in front of you. It's on the other side of the battlefield. You've just finished your slow wink, but you must have been a bit distracted because as you look ahead...
Wait, did we both wink at the same time?
Okay, let's put that in there.
Cool.
With the numbers that you rolled, I'm actually going to say in that slow motion moment that the other two pirates have kind of looked at me like, did you see that? You give a slow wink. However, that very smooth moment is quickly ruined as you look forward and what's coming towards you is a cannonball. You have lost focus and a cannonball's coming right towards you.
Is it at least in slow motion so I've got a chance to think it through?
I reckon you've got about 4 seconds till it hits.
Oh, good. Firstly, I should explain to people that I told Kaa'Riin that the people on board the ships may well be pirates, just to help her think about the way we could structure this little section. They're not. They're the Clockwork Warriors. But if people at home are listening and going, what does she mean by pirates? That's what she means.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. But please call them pirates as much because I know that's what I'm thinking of.
Sky pirate.
Oh, that's a great term.
Okay, the sky pirates are, and they're not. They wasn't intentional. I'll be that clear. Like you are just in the middle of a battle.
Yeah. Okay.
It wasn't intentional
it's
to go
just-
at you. You are just in the crossfire.
They're not aiming at us?
No.
So it's not really a roll to hit. It's more of a
You're trying to dodge.
we're trying to dodge. So that'd be a saving throw.
So that would be a saving throw.
So can I use my acrobatics to do that?
100%.
Good.
100% you can.
Here's the thing you don't know about Darkon. Can do some serious acrobatics.
But what about aerobics?
He's got terrible cardio.
But you're doing acrobatics.
So
All
I don't
right.
know how you could do aerobics in the air, and yet the name's right there. It seems like it's being fair. All right, so here we go. I'm gonna do the backflip again thing. Oh, I'm a little nervous. That might help. That might flick Loot.
Can I get him to roll for strength to hold on?
Oh no.
So I'm going to allow it because I'm the master. So you're going to roll dexterity, Cory.
I have got a 24. My move is impeccable.
God.
All right?
Yeah.
The Russian judge is pleased.
However, while you may look fantastic, well, let's just see if Loot can stay on during that tremendous effort.
18 minus 2.
He absolutely does. In fact, he's quite comfortable. And so you've dived out of the way, you've somersaulted, is that correct? What have you done? You've twirled.
No, it was so good a maneuver. It's actually named after Darkon.
So you've Darkoned
the
it.
Darkon Lutz. Again, the people on board are cheering as I do a Darkon Lutz. And did you see that? He did the Darkon Lutz.
Okay, enough badassing around.
All right, now we're in trouble. We are at least aiming. I want to make it clear. I can't do it now. But when I do a dash, I can go even faster than normal.
Oh,
yeah.
How fast?
It gets an extra 10 feet on top of doubling. So I can do about, I think I can do 90. Oh, no, when I'm flying, I go even faster than that. When I'm flying, I could probably get across this whole thing in one go.
I'm not going to allow that, though.
If I did that, which would be dashing, but now I'm dodging and weaving. It makes it a bit harder, of course.
Any other time this would have got you across the battlefield. Unfortunately, there's too many obstacles in your way and you use all that energy in just trying to avoid the ships. You are now gliding quite peacefully and...
Oh, okay. I'll change the music.
You're gliding quite peacefully because that was really impressive. And I was like, wow.
Tense action music. Peaceful, calm music now.
Yep, so you're steady, you're peaceful, everything is beautiful. Unfortunately...
Rare birds.
You see the last Australian cricket of its kind and someone's about to step on it and you think, can't be done.
Can't have that. I don't want to... The squish, I'm sure I could find a quick and easy squish sound if we just let this happen. If we just go straight from endangered to extinct.
It's a very small jump. There's a fine line between extinct and critically endangered.
Are you telling me Greenpeace begs to differ with my statement?
I'm going to tell you there's a Peter ship in the background and it's not doing anything, but it is looking at you kind of like disappointedly.
Judging me for wearing my own fur. I'm like it's real, thank you.
Interesting choice.
Yeah, it's actually me.
Are we saving the cricket or not?
That's the most insane thing you've ever invented.
I'm sorry.
I've heard a rare cricket.
You've heard a rare cricket. You can see it on the hull of a ship, and someone's just about to step on it, and it's...
All right, I'm leaving this to Loot.
I'm going to put a shield underneath the foot of whoever's going to step on it.
Well, I guess that means I'm going to have to get us closer to do that, aren't I?
No, you're close. You could see the cricket, so you were pretty close to the ship. If you can see a cricket, you're really good.
Does that mean we've got to land on the...
No, you can actually just swoop down.
Oh, that's so cool.
You can just swoop and insert the shield. I'm going to have to ask you to roll a dexterity.
Him or me?
You're already close enough to the ship, so
right,
really,
cool.
Luke, you're just kind of reaching out and putting your shield underneath to protect him, and I'm going to get you to roll dexterity for that.
Dexterity is +4. 20 plus 4.
You just rolled a crit.
Just a crit plus a 4. That's okay. That absolutely works. However, the cricket attaches itself to the underside of the shield and actually comes with you. You have an Australian endangered cricket now. What would
For
you
a
like
20, that thing should be at least pregnant with quite a few babies, and we've repopulated this species. Repopulated. I'm like, thank you. You're welcome, Greenpeace. Why is this story going this way?
Because it's me and I don't know what I'm doing and I'm doing the best that I can. Now you've got a cute little cricket. Can you describe the cricket for me, Luke, please? What colour is it? Remember, it's endangered, it's special, it's unique.
Blue.
Oh, nice.
Of course it is.
Okay, it's a
rare
blue cricket.
Australian North weird, and is now in our land of Kaa'Riin.
And is now heavily pregnant.
Heavily. You're welcome, everybody involved.
In fact, it can carry 1 billion of its kind.
Oh no! and it's going to wipe out the crop industry of this planet.
In fact, you probably should just let it die.
I should have just let that happen. Okay, I'm just going to squish it with my hands.
You don't do that because Loot is a bleeding heart and he puts that in his little pocket and we're flying on.
So now we have Darkon who has Loot who has a cricket.
Yep.
All right.
And that's canon now.
Yep, thanks. Thanks for that.
And don't forget its unique sound.
It's a very loud cricket.
All right.
I don't have many sounds to choose from.
All right, so you've nearly been hit by something. You've just saved an endangered species, and I know I've got to get to the other side of the battlefield, and I would absolutely love to do that, except for the fact
Come on.
that a cannonball
Another one?
Another one.
another ship loosening the sails, and the sails swing out, blinding your sight in front of
Have
you.
I just flown into the sails?
You're about to fly into the sails. You've got about 3 seconds.
Can I use my small knife to cut a path through the sail?
I'll add my claws.
That makes a lot of sense. Okay, we've got a few claws and knives working for us. The sails, look, they're not strong fabric. These are,
soul sails.
The soul, yeah.
Yeah.
It's not really anything. They're really decorative more than anything. The ships do float on their own. The sails are more for like, pirate aesthetics and a vibe. So you do get to that sail quite easily.
Oh, we do?
Yeah. Wait, did you roll? Do I have to roll? Do I let you roll? Do I make you roll?
I was going to.
Okay.
I don't want to tell you what to...
No, cut back everything I said, please. All right, so the way we're going to do this is I'm going to decide in my head how many hit points a sail has, a soul sail.
Okay, yep.
And I'm going to get you to do, I guess we'll call those attacks.
Yeah, I can, yep.
Some quick attacks.
So claw attack, that's what I have.
Uh-huh.
Technically, I can do multi-attacks.
Okay.
But I don't think
kind of like I do with my bear, I can do teeth and claws, yeah.
But I can't really justify a bite. Can't see myself
it's kind of
biting.
weird.
Yeah. So I'm just going to do the claw attack. Ooh, I'm on fire today. First thing I'm doing, of course, is rolling to hit. I would imagine this is not a major problem anyway, but I just did, I could have missed.
Well, it's right in front of you.
Yeah,
I'd be
so
very
I wouldn't be
surprised.
too worried. But anyway, just in case, I managed to roll I rolled a 17 with my claws. +4.
It hits, but what's the damage?
Yeah, that's what matters.
I'm using my short sword and I rolled an 11 to hit. It wouldn't have any armor.
You're absolutely correct. It has no armor. Like I said, this is an aesthetic option on the ship. It doesn't need the sails to fly. It's more loose direction.
I rolled 8 damage. You got 8 as well?
I rolled 4 plus my 4.
Okay, so you have managed to tear it. Unfortunately, Darkon's head's stuck in it. He can't get the rest of his body through, so it just wasn't enough
I
to
should
get
have done
the
the
whole.
bite part.
You probably should have done the bite part. So right now his head's through. You're not through, Loot. You're kind of just all stuck in there. The ship's starting to spin out of control.
Oh, damn.
You're stuck in the sails. Unfortunately, I'm sorry. I wish you had rolled higher. I do. I wish that.
You said the sails are aesthetic. The ship surely should not be spinning out of control just because we damaged aesthetic sails. Like even the sailors are like, everybody for the aesthetic, spin us out of control. Don't let people know these are fake.
For the wood on the sail, like there's a piece of wood attached to the sail. That's what's probably causing it to spin.
It's the pull.
Don't help her.
He's absolutely correct. But I understand that if a sail's attached to a mast and that's being pushed on by a giant owlbear, not an owlbear.
No, I'm not.
You're not an owlbear. You're Darkon.
I'm
By a Darkon.
Who has the wings are technically owlbear wings. Yeah, the body is the lion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That it's going to spin a little bit out of control.
Oh, fine.
The sky pirates are feeling a little destabilized. Like, what on earth is going on? They look up, they see you, they're not happy.
Clockwork warriors.
Clockwork warriors, which we did say that I was going to refer to as sky pirates. The clockwork warriors, they're not happy, but they're clockwork warriors. They're not that emotional, really.
They don't really express
anything. They're kind
there's
of just
no
like,
facial expressions.
No, there's nothing like that. It's more of a vibe.
Inside they care. They have that capacity anyway. I'm not saying they all do.
Yeah, but they can't convey it. And their only concern really is getting the ship back on course. So however that happens, that happens. They've just looked up. They've just gone, oh, that's the problem. We just need to kind of get this ship back on track and we don't care how it happens.
Oh.
They're not concerned with you. They just want the problem gone.
Can I assume we fall to the deck? Or am I just getting my head stuck in the sail?
At this point, you're still tangled up in the sails. You're going to have to get yourself out.
Okay, I'm just going to rip and tear a bit more until I'm loose and just let myself fall to the deck. Do I need to do anything to get loose or can I just say that to you?
You can say that.
You're the DM. Can I just get away with that or are you going to make me do something?
No, I'm going to make you roll.
Of course you are.
I'm going to make you roll a strength.
All right, I'll do a strength check.
Because I imagine it is going to take a bit of strength to get out of a sail that you're tangled in.
I rolled really well, so this does not bode well now. I'm on fire today. That is another dirty 20. It's an 18 plus 2.
Okay, so you majestically tear that open. It's actually...
I roar in the middle of it as well.
Yeah, 100%. You do this loud roar. You tear it open. Luke's like, woo!
Can I just look back to the person who saw me the first time and wink again?
100%. They're like, there's 2 guys in the boat and they're like, this guy is on quiet today. Did you just see that?
Except for the bit where he ran into the sails.
He winks. He winks, you both wink back, and you I wouldn't say you come crashing down. You've torn it out, and then you are just gracefully kind of like your wings are flapping really. You can hear the flap of the wings as you just gently lower yourself
I
down.
want to do superhero pose when I land.
Of course you can. And
Thank
how does
you.
that look?
For me, it means that even though I don't need to have the wings outstretched,
Yep.
I make sure they're outstretched when I land.
To full wingspan?
Yep, and Loot is still on the back.
Yeah, he is.
And I stand mightily.
Yep.
And I wait for the right gust of wind to hit my mane. I wait. Like it's a few seconds. It's a little awkward at first. I'm like, oh God, there's no wind for a second. And then finally my mane is flowing and that's when I roar.
Oh, that's good.
And then I make eye contact with every single thing that I can find. I make sure everyone sees me. That's all. Nothing else.
The Clockwork Pirates are unbothered by that. They're just happy that the ship stops spinning and they get back to work firing cannons.
Oh, good.
You have made it pretty far. Between all the twirling, the dashing, the dodging, the ship's been moving obviously as well, and you are almost across this battlefield. So
Is
how
the
about
ship
we
going the same direction as us at least? Because now there'd be 2 steps forward,
No,
3
you're
steps
right.
back.
I'm sorry, I have no sense of direction. I was very clear about that in my wedding vows as well.
Yep.
I don't know where I am ever.
It was a strange thing to add to your wedding vows because
I couldn't believe I found my way down the aisle.
you listed reasons to not get married.
Yeah, I don't know why are you doing this to yourself? No, you weren't going the same direction.
Great.
Okay, I'm sorry, you weren't going
That's
the same
my fault.
direction. That's my fault. Unfortunately, when you hit on the ship, you started traveling in the opposite direction of what you wanted to go. So as majestic as that was, we're going to have to find a way back to make up some time. So let's rejoin the action down below.
Great. Now, Lord Kaa'Riin doesn't appear to be super interested in each of you.
Isn't he on fire?
He's being hit by lightning,
Yeah.
but it's now his turn.
And he can't do shit.
Yeah, it's not the lightning in this game, of course. It does seem weird that you're getting struck by lightning and going, yeah, well, I'm also going to hit some people because of it.
I mean, I just think he's in excruciating pain because there's no capacity for thought.
And yet, he does have some.
Nah, this isn't working for me. I think he's still... Honestly, if you're like...
All right, so, okay, yes, again, podcast, you can't just do actions.
You guys are really missing out. That
was disappointing. So if you get a chance, look up an Australian musician called Peter Garrett.
That'll do
If
it.
you don't know who that is, then look him up. I mean, I just said what to do. But he had a very erratic dance style. Kaa'Riin seems to think that
Is this burning beds or beds are on fire?
Beds are burning.
Beds are burning.
Beds are burning. And many other Australian classics.
Flames and beds, it's all on you.
Midnight Oil, great band, look him up. Lord Kaa'Riin is currently dancing to Midnight Oil. But also still looking at you. Looks at Kaa'Riin.
I'll look at him right back.
And he looks at the gauntlet in particular. And then wonders if it's worth getting.
It's not.
And then he looks at Freya and wonders what Freya has that he could be interested in. And it's nothing.
Yeah.
And then he looks at Freya's mum.
No, not my mum. No.
And she has the Solar Stone, and he's aware of that now. The souls in the battlefield are all drifting
Why
straight
did she have
towards
to go
her.
flaunting it?
Well, it made it hard to hide once the deaths started happening because there are souls just going straight into. Pretty much look like they're going into her, but they're not, so she can't. It's not like she's got one of those. What are they called? The tops people have where it's like a cleavage hole.
Yeah.
They're not called that because obviously I'm not a designer. Imagine if I was designing things. Call it a cleavage hole.
I call it peeper boob.
Oh, that makes
peekaboo.
sense.
What's its proper name though?
I don't know. Holy
It's a cutout.
Oh, right, just something
It's just
simple.
cut out,
something
yeah.
simple. She doesn't have cutout armor, but you can see the souls are all going straight through her armor towards her chest, and he wants that. He wants that stone. So he brings his lightning with him and drags him across. He drags it across as he's walking, still being struck by lightning, and he reaches down to her and tries to grab at her in general, to try and tear her away from this armor and whatever. However he can get to this stuff, that's what he's going to do. He doesn't care about her at all. So it's going to be a strength check to see if he can grab her.
Imagine this. The best pasta sauce you have ever tasted sits abandoned on a plate. Wasted sauce. That is a tragedy. If only you had used Barilla al Bronzo pasta. Its bronze-cut texture holds your sauce and scoops up every last drop. The Italians call that scarpetta. Capture sauce the Italian way. Barilla al Bronzo. Click or tap the banner to find out more.
Learning through play starts with Lego Duplo. With Lego Duplo, toddlers can develop real-life skills while having fun with colorful bricks made just for them. Large, easy to grip, and safe to explore. When children express themselves with Lego Duplo, they build patience, problem-solving, and empathy. See your child learn perseverance and self-expression with everything they imagine and create. Visit lego.com/preschool to learn more.
Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile. With the price of just about everything going up, we thought we'd bring our prices down. So to help us, we brought in a reverse auctioneer, which is apparently a thing.
Mint Mobile Unlimited Premium Wireless. How to get 30, 30, bit to get 30, bit to get 20, 20, 20, bit to get 20, 20, bit to get 15, 15, 15, 15, just $15 a month? Sold! Give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3-month plan, equivalent to $15 per month required. New customer offer for first 3 months only. Speed slow after 35 gigabytes if network's busy. Taxes and fees extra. See mintmobile.com.
And she pulls free. He fails.
Yeah, he does, because he's on fucking fire.
Probably doesn't help.
Yeah. He's probably has poor grasp control at this point.
But he reaches down to grab her, and she rolls aside. He looks awesome, by the way, but also a little bit erratic.
Yeah.
But he has failed to do that.
I would love to see this in a movie.
He grunts aggressively, and this is now that he's really close to you and this lightning's right in front of him. What you can see is into the helmet that he's wearing, it's just dark. It doesn't look like there's anything inside.
There's nothing. He's just he's a shadow in a suit.
Yeah, he's a businessman. He's got a 9 to 5. This is actually a big day for me. In the background, you hear more gunfire. Aneko's still shooting, and I'm going to roll to see if she is shooting at him, which is dangerous because she knows how close you all are.
Yeah, but she's a great shot.
She's actually going to take her time with the shot, and instead of shooting 2 guns, she's just aiming with 1. So I'm going to give her advantage. Stacey, you can roll for Aneko.
A pleasure. With advantage?
With advantage.
17 and a 10, but I have to add her modifier.
Yeah, that'll get her there.
Yes!
All right. Yes, that will be enough to hit. How much damage does she do? That's
much.
a D10. With that.
Oh, very.
Oh. It does seem to penetrate the helmet. Like you can see a hole appear in the helmet and more darkness inside, even from your angle. She's behind, so the bullet goes through the back of the helmet and comes through the front of the helmet. So you can see through.
Soul?
You can see through the hole in the front and still see nothing.
He's not in there.
I'm not saying anything. I'm just telling you what it looks like.
I think we've got a fake. There's nothing in there. I reckon he's an illusion or some shit in a fucking metal suit. Night suit. Why am I imagining him in a night suit? I've been imagining him in a night suit the whole time.
It kind of is. It's a massive amount of armor.
Yeah.
There's not much of him you can see.
Are you picturing the ones in the castles that are just lining the whole? Yeah.
It's very much similar to that. Yeah, a lot of metal. Alan takes the entire turn to reload all 5 guns.
Yeah, checks out.
It seems he almost...
He doesn't have much finesse.
No, he sits down on the battlefield to do it as well.
Oh, baby.
Oh no. And the being stands right next to him to protect him. Now,
Sorry,
at this stage...
what is a ball of ice gonna do?
Well, he can roll. He doesn't even have legs. He's got hands, but he doesn't have legs. And they're not long enough hands to actually be able to lift him off the ground or anything like that. So he really does just get around. He dangles.
Okay.
But he rolls. He looks a little bit concerned. Yeah, that's really... Can you imagine how weird that would look when a bunch of eyes all look concerned at the same time?
Yeah, it's creeping me out.
And he's not looking at Alan. In the past, you may remember that he could look in different parts
I remember that.
Yeah, he could look out and see through the eyes of all the people. It would seem that perhaps he has seen something that he is... That's what it looked like. He looks like he's suddenly shocked.
Ooh.
The being saw water, swirling, bubbling shades of blue, overwhelmed by the darkness below. And then he saw eyes, pinpricks of light, staring from the depths. Not one set of eyes, but many, like candles being lit in rows. They blinked and began to move.
That brings us right back to the top to the dragon, and the dragon is still asleep.
Yeah, I think Command skips his turn.
Oh, nice.
Yes, it does. That's why he had a chance to wake up when he was shot at with cannons.
Yeah.
But this is a real deep sleep. I would like to know what that dream is.
It's about changing the souls. Let the soul come out of the dragon, and we put one of ours in there, and then we save the world.
Dragon already has its own soul, remember?
Yeah, but
that we're going to give away.
So if you put another soul in there, you may not be the dominant soul, is what I'm saying.
Oh, the dragon could be.
You know how it's like in your body?
Yeah.
You don't just automatically get to go inside somebody else and take over.
But why?
I think it's because what it says on my name tag.
Because we've seen you battle a soul before, and you weren't the dominant one then either.
That sucks. Yeah, that's fair.
Kaa'Riin, that brings us to you. Still with your lightning. Still hitting Caradril, obviously.
Yep. Hey, before when you were talking about Caradril's thoughts and stuff, we can't hear that or know that. So I can't.
But he did talk to you, and it wasn't just because he sounded like Yoda. He did sound evil. He sounded like he normally sounds, just a bit more evil.
I'm going to hit him again because I can use that a couple more times.
You certainly can, yeah. It's pretty powerful.
I'm going to hit that asshole again.
It's almost like another level of control over him, though. Like, it weakens him a lot.
Just do some damage. Yeah.
Hopefully, another shot of lightning will get him to release his grip on the staff as well.
I love when you're trying to write the game from the side. You can see in the face, and maybe his shoes come off. Anyway, get back to you.
Correct. I do want that. Oh, I want my stick back. Not my stick. Loot's stick. I want Loot's stick back.
Staff.
Also known as
healing staff or something.
Also known as a staff. Because my whale self wants that staff bad.
It really does.
Yeah, she's itching for it. So I'm going to whack him again, and hopefully he's going to drop this staff.
And again, I fail to dodge.
Thank you. All right, let's go again then.
3d10.
3d10.
I'm really seeing, like, you know when you're playing Mario Kart and the lightning hits you and you go, "Rrrr."
Yes, he shrinks down very small.
I'm seeing that.
But you also get some very cool 8-bit music.
24.
24? That's good.
Guys, do you know we could have been like rolling dice on this app the whole time?
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
It saves so much counting time.
If you're wondering why you're not hearing as many dice, it's because the girls finally found the app where they can press it. And if you're wondering why the math is suddenly fast.
And accurate.
Wow.
Look at me go.
Wow.
No, not even a harsh but fair. It's just flat out
it's
fair, not even harsh.
I'll pay it.
He does double over this time.
Yes, and he drops a staff.
He does not, but there is a roar of pain. This hurt. He falls to the ground with one hand and pushes himself back up, and the lightning is still coursing around and arcing across all different parts of the metal. Some parts of the metal look like they've collapsed or indented.
There's nothing in there. He's just a shadow.
Hard to say.
But what do we do with that?
I don't know. Could he just be like a bare soul, just like with no body? Is he a bare soul with no body? Roll perception.
Investigate would be more accurate.
That's what I said. I'm going to investigate because I think there's nothing in there. 17 plus.
Ooh.
Oh, nice.
4. 17 plus 4.
Oh.
You do notice that in the past when you've seen him, he wore a lot of armor as well sometimes. The only thing he sometimes doesn't wear is a helmet, but he used to have long, flowing, dark hair.
Mm-hmm.
Out of the sides of the helmet where it joins the shoulders, you can see there is dark wisps that look exactly like what his hair used to look like, but it is clearly not hair anymore. It is something similar to what you've seen in the past with souls, dark shades of wisps of shadows.
I got goosebumps. It's freaking me out. I love it. I love a visceral reaction.
That's the guy.
Oh my God, he is just a soul. He's just a soul.
Certainly it would feel like there's been a change since the last time you've seen him.
He has no body, mate. He's just a wispy soul. Let's give him up. Where's the stone? Can I suck him up?
Oh, so you wanted to go into the Solar Stone?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a reason why he hasn't. He's not dead or...
What is he?
He's a lich. That's the type of creature. Not a leech.
But is it something to do with a leech? Like, is he sucking onto something?
Kind of. I mean,
What's a lich?
Leeches are horrible little worm-like creatures.
Otherwise called the Lich King, that sort of thing. Lord of the Rings had them.
Oh, yeah. I'm like, I've heard the word before.
An
Undead.
evil humanoid spellcaster
yep.
who has become undead through the use of dark magic. Oh,
absolutely fucking not.
Morrigan, you don't see this from the other side of the battlefield, but you are standing directly in front of a sleeping or dreaming dragon.
Yes, and I want to use the spell to take the demon god soul. Simples.
Yeah, it's that easy. And you've got an empty gem, you think?
Well, I think I have a couple because I had 2 that I emptied because I returned 2 Justicar souls and I levied my existence against it. So I think I have 2 empty ones.
All right. You cast a spell and...
Plus, we have Daunus's one that we're not so sure has anything in it.
True.
you cast the spell.
Yep.
I won't make you say it again.
Thank you.
Last time I just faded you out, by the way.
Oh.
So just faded you out. But you cast a spell and the soul does indeed lift, or a soul does indeed lift from the dragon.
Yes.
And then I want to do it again with the other empty one.
Well, that's going to take you another action.
Okay, that's all right.
But when you're removing souls, you should have the rune of the creature, like the tattoo that they have, on the hand that holds the gem, so that it draws out the accurate soul. Otherwise, it's just random. You guys have been randomly drawing out.
We could have the dragon soul.
Absolutely.
We would have his
I got 2 empty ones. It's fine. I'll go again.
All right, so what I'm asking is you to roll a d20 and tell me the number. And we're going to say, just so, well, I'm not going to tell you which one is which. I'll know, but you won't.
Alana, you are going to roll very well.
Or very poorly, since I didn't say which one was good.
You are going to roll as well as you need to roll in this situation. Karma is on our side. We are very lovely people sometimes.
We're just trying to save the world.
We're just trying to save the world.
Let us save the world.
Let us save the world.
I'm trying. Are the dice trying?
You've got this. This is it.
That is a 12.
You do see a
It's on the right side of 10 at least.
Plus,
that's on the other
plussing,
side of 10.
you don't get to add anything. And I didn't say which side it was going to be. I just,
because
in
you
my
had a
head,
positive potato.
doesn't matter. I just decided whether it was above or below, which soul was in which side of the dice, I guess you could say. A soul comes from the dragon, swirls through the air. Which gem do you want to put it in?
Well, I want to put it in the pink one. I vaguely remember a pink one.
All right.
Like a light pink.
A soul goes into the pink gem.
Okay, cool.
But you are not exactly certain which one it is. And by not exactly, I mean not at all.
How do we figure that out?
Sorry, I'm just going to go again and get both souls out of there.
We have to wait till your turn.
We don't need a dragon, whether it's god infested or not, roaming around, is my logic.
Good point. If we take both the souls out, does that dragon, what happens to that dragon then?
Empty vessel for ya.
So we have to put something back in, or is it just like limp?
Imagine it'd be a dead body.
Yeah. And then,
Oh no, hold on, not a dead body, because we've seen people who've had their souls removed.
Yeah, they're just like shells.
Ah.
They're just kind of
weak.
like a weak version of themselves.
They're very easily to, one of the major differences with not having a soul is they're easy to command. They don't have actions.
You are speaking my language. We're about to have a controllable dragon. Okay. Or we'll put Freya and the dragon, it's fine.
Why do we want to control the dragon? Is that just to beat the rest of the army?
Yeah.
And then we sacrifice
I've always
it?
wanted a pet dragon.
Yeah. No, that's cool. I get that. Like, I completely relate. Now that I have a pet dragon, I can tell you it's not all it fucking cracked up to be.
No, I have no plans for this dragon. I just figured that's another soul. A dragon soul has to be big.
Yeah. It's got to be huge.
And then I just don't want to do with the empty dragon afterwards. Once we've taken the god soul and the dragon soul.
Are we going to put its soul back in there and let it free?
I was just going to sacrifice its soul for this whole god-making business.
Not a bad idea. It's going to be good brownie points.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Anyway, that's a future problem. I've finished my turn.
Do we kill it still? Because then, like, the soul, the remaining soul will go into the Freya's mum's necklace.
Do we want to kill it?
I don't know if we want to kill it. It just feels so wrong.
But if it's awake, you'd be okay with it.
Yeah, kind of. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, let
that way
sleeping
it was
dragons
asking
lie.
for it. Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's not trying to hurt us right now, so.
It's asleep. And it could still be the god.
They do wake up, and it could still be the god.
Anyway, that's a future problem. Right now, one soul acquired. How are you guys going with Special K?
Well, I'm about to do some old sneak attack.
Well, before we do that, that sounds great. And I think it's a good opportunity to do that. But,
Whose turn is it?
We haven't. Morrigan, it was finishing up your turn. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
That was an action, right? So I can't do another action.
That's true.
Does tying up its jaw count as an action?
You have rope.
I don't know.
Yeah, we always have rope. That was the number one lesson that we learned.
Yeah, we always have rope.
All right, you could try and tie
Is that an
up.
action?
I'm going to let you try and do it. I mean, you can start
like a
doing
movement?
it. It's
Yeah, start going to do it.
Okay, yeah.
you're in position right in front of its mouth to tie its.
It's like when Steve Irwin like does the crocodile.
And he always did well with the crocodiles.
Yeah, always.
Yeah.
Morrigan the Dragon Hunter. The ships are also, well, this is probably bad because the ships are now firing upon the dragon that you're standing directly in front of.
I've been standing in front of it the whole time.
That's true. Again, 7 ships shooting. There are more than 7 up there. They've just got to move around to get into position.
He's just continuing with your previous command. I was just looking at you to make sure you were still happy with that.
Yeah.
All right, this time out of the 7 rolls, 4 of them have hit. Oh, come on. That's 11 from 3 of the dice, so yay for me. Total of 25 damage again on the dragon, and again we'll roll to see if he wakes up.
Oh, shit.
And he does. No longer dreaming.
Oh.
One soul down.
Is he dragon or demon god?
How will we ever find out? Meanwhile, back across the other side of the battlefield, we see Freya standing with Lord Kaa'Riin, your mum, who just wants you to do well.
Yeah, I know. I'm going to try hard this time.
That's all she wants.
Yeah, I know. Well, I feel like I've been trying hard each time, but the dice just haven't been rolling for me. And my character is going, why, dice, why?
And your mum's like, that's such a strange thing to say.
It is such a strange thing to say.
Today.
It's kind of the equivalent of like blaming the fates or God or whatever.
It is.
Like, it's not
well, she's
my
just
fault.
blessed you, so you actually feel like the gods are on your side.
And I roll an advantage, don't I?
No.
What? Oh, you get a bonus D4 with your roll.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to use the good old sneak attack here because I feel like Kaa'Riin is occupied by the Solar Stone and my mum and the lightning.
Yep.
So I'm going to use my sneak attack with the booming blade.
There we go.
All right, let's go. Oh, why? God, why? 6.
6?
With the additional dice.
Oh, sorry, that was meant to be 19. It was meant to be.
It was meant to be, but it absolutely wasn't.
Oh my God, what is happening?
Your mum must be so embarrassed.
That's a 17 on the second roll.
Yeah.
I'm off this. I'm off this. This is a dumb game. Not really.
With dumb rules.
You stand behind Lord Kaa'Riin, and really all you have to do is hit him. He's doubled over in pain. There's nothing else to do except stab him hard with the sword. But when the sword hits the lightning, it jolts back instead. The Sword of Deception has indeed in the past been struck by lightning way back.
Loves it.
Way back. Last time was like, yay, but it actually kind of did hurt. So this time a bit less keen to be struck by lightning, and pulls away instead. And your mum is now just...
Yeah,
She's a gog.
This is not my fault, Mum.
I don't get to use a gog very often, but she's just sitting there going... What? Why? She's like,
This is definitely not my fault.
I had high hopes.
She was like, is she even really mine?
I'm going to practice my rolling.
Wow.
18. What the fuck?
Yeah, these are all the numbers you're wasting.
No.
Freya's mum looks at Freya and has that bewildered look of, this was the moment.
I know, and I was like, I've got to do this, because last time I fucked it up too, didn't I?
Yes.
I hate things not going my way. This is such an only child syndrome, but like, fuck this. I tried.
I know you did, sweetie.
Oh, bless.
It just, look, we'll talk about this later. How about I deal with it?
Was this after she blessed her and everything?
Yeah, I know.
It wouldn't have mattered. You needed that decent roll.
One more point.
Is there anything else you'd like to do? Your mum's about to step forward and hopefully show you how this is done, although she's not done well yet.
Can I put a shield around her?
Only if she's been hit. And really it's only for you, but I would let you roll an Arcana check to see if you'd extend it to your mother instead.
Yeah. So I can't do that.
You do know that she taught you how to use it.
Yeah, she did.
So she should have it too.
Oh, good idea. But her character sheet might have changed between now and then.
It has been a long time, yeah.
Should I just ask the dragon a question?
Other side of the battlefield.
Oh, what?
Sorry, just to be clear, where's Indy? Where's Freya? And where's the dragon?
So Morrigan and the dragon are on the other side. Kaa'Riin and I and
Together.
Special K and the boat are on one side.
Look, sometimes people say our story is complicated. It is over there, and you are over here. We'll do it in the recap.
Okay.
The dragon is over there, and you are not. Back to you.
All right, is there anything around that I could steal that would be...
Can I steal? Mum, at least I'm good at stealing.
Mum, watch me steal.
Hang on, what if I use my sleight of hand to steal the solar stone from Mum and then...
Now this is just being rebellious. But then she's acting
then
out.
I'm taking the danger away from her. From
That's actually a really good point.
You did use your action. So at this stage, all you can do is move. But, I mean, that's something you can keep in mind.
I just want to take it away from her so she's not in danger.
We'll see what happens when we get back
Single
to you.
child thinking
you
about
won't-
someone else.
Yeah, you won't
She's
quite
like,
be
look
able
at
to
me,
do
I'm
that
empathy.
Yeah, I'm okay.
now. You can't do that yet.
Okay.
But if we come back to you, we'll see what happens. Meanwhile, Freya's, well, you never know. Something could happen. I don't know.
Okay.
When we get back to you.
Yeah, the if was really ominous.
What I'm going to do, is I'm going to hide behind some golems.
They're here to hit you. They're going to be looking.
Well, I'm going to position myself away from Special K so he doesn't know where I am.
Okay, so you're moving further back into shadows or whatever you can find.
Just so when I can do my sneak attack next time, it'll work.
I have another go in a second, Mum.
Yeah.
All right.
And he won't expect it.
Well, your mother at the same time stands in front of Kaa'Riin again. And keeps trying to make eye contact with you, but watches you blend into the shadows. And your mother needs to maintain concentration to keep the bless going. She decides that's what she's going to do, so she keeps saying things. You can hear her mumbling. She's calling upon the gods to protect everybody. You can't hear which god she's calling upon, but you feel as though, despite your role, you feel as though you should be capable of doing things beyond your normal expectations.
Yeah.
Kaa'Riin, you feel exactly the same way. The story of Darkon and Loot will now continue in the background since you still don't know what's quite happening there.
Okay, back to me.
Yes.
All right, so we are on the ship, the Majestic Landing. You've winked at everybody. However, that has given the pirates, sky pirates, clockwork pirates, whatever you're going with today, enough time to realise you're more trouble than you're worth. And so they need to make sure that you are off their ship, not causing any more trouble. They're in battle. They don't have time for this. And so they are going to turn around and they are going to... What weapons do they have?
It's in front of you.
Oh, thank you.
I've given you the character sheet. You're welcome.
Oh, okay. All right. Great. Okay. So these clockwork samurais, is that what you've called them?
Yeah, the Clockwork Warriors, Sky Pirate Samurais.
Okay. So they've got constructed resilience.
Yeah.
Don't need to eat, drink, breathe. Right now, 3 of them have your attention. Wait,
Okay.
right now. So we're going to go one guy and he's super powerful.
All right.
All right. And he's...
But there were 3, so 2 of them just went back to work. I'm
Thank you
just
for the
asking.
help.
I'm just asking.
Thank you for the help.
They were like, yeah.
Okay, all right.
They merged.
Let me go back. All right, they merged. There were 3 of them looking at you, but the other 2 decide that what's more important is keep firing while they send one big powerful guy, a big bad, to take care of the problem. And his main goal is just to get you off of this ship. He just wants you off the ship.
That's also my main goal at this stage.
He's like, too late, I'm ticked off. And so he's going to strike at you with, what's the weapon though? What's a melee weapon attack? Does he have a slashing? He's got a sword.
He's got a big sword.
Okay, he's got a big sword and he's actually going to go straight for...
Not for me.
Darkon would step in front of that.
He's going to go straight for the ankle snap. He's actually going to go straight for a stab to the chest. Quite literally.
I can't believe it says it on my character sheet. Your ankles are your weak point.
All right, and he's going for a nice, precise strike just to the middle of the chest, nice and fast. Old mate here has a +5 to hit, and I have rolled a 10, but does that hit your armor class?
My armor class is 15.
So no. So
My ankles survive.
he's...
Wait, he was going for my chest in the end. Well, my ankles also survive.
First of all, the ankles are untouched.
That's the first thing Darkon thinks of. What about my ankles?
He's like, whoo, thank God, the money makers.
My calendar can be released after all.
He goes...
My OnlyFans.
It lives on. Unfortunately, it doesn't hit though. It doesn't hit like he...
You don't have to be so happy with it. This is what you say about me all the time when I'm disappointed that I don't hurt you.
Now, don't get me wrong, it's a very precise and calculated strike, but he just misses by like a centimetre. He doesn't launch far enough, you know what I mean?
Just
Like
suck my stomach in.
Yeah, like it's kind of like and then it's just by a millimetre, but he's not very limber.
Yeah.
He's not like... While he might be very calculated, he's not limber, he's not loose. He can't he's got to recalculate again before he hits again.
Okay, yep.
However, it's your turn.
What do you want to do, Loot?
I'm going to attack with my short sword.
Ooh, he's mounted on the back of me at the moment, so, you know.
So he's got a good height advantage. You kind of got you can kind of go straight down with that sword.
I could jump and try and hit him on the head.
All right, if you want to jump, go for it.
I rolled a 19
Oh, God.
plus 4 for my hit. So I definitely hit the guy.
Well, hold on. What's his armor class? His armor class is a 16. You don't hit. Didn't you say you rolled a 4?
No, I said I rolled a 19 and then I added 4 to get a 23.
You hit that. So roll us some damage.
I rolled a 6 plus 4 and piercing.
10 damage.
This is when you guys normally say, is it dead yet? Is it dead after it's been hit once?
Ask me.
Is it dead yet?
No.
That's pretty much what I say. I told you it was easy.
He's taken aback. He shakes it off though, as mechanically as he can. He's probably going to lurch towards Loot, obviously in retaliation. However, it is your turn.
Right.
Darkon.
I'm going to backhand him. I know it's still just claws.
I love that.
But I'm doing it with my backhand.
I love that. It's such a little move.
It is. That's what I'm going for. Either that or I grab him both. I could. You know what else I can do? I'd love to backhand him, but that only gives me one of my attacks. So unless you want to give me that advantage.
I don't.
Damn it. Then what I would do is instead I'll use my claws. I'm going to grab his head and I'm going to bite.
I love that. All right, roll to hit.
So it's 2 attacks. The first one is a 12.
Plus anything?
Nope.
No? Okay.
I already added it on.
Oh, that was the full number?
That was it, yeah.
I wanted nothing more than for you to do that.
Doesn't look like that in your eyes.
But the story the dice tell
the story
doesn't align with that vision.
I'm now going to do my bite. My claws didn't... they were meant to grab his head to make him easier to bite. And this is just a random bite, some metal head. Does a 7 hit? I'm back, baby. My dice rolls are back.
Hit.
No. I roar anyway.
And he's kind of like, okay.
That could have been worse, I said. That's a warning shot, you know, because you're a sky pirate and they often do a warning shot over the bow of the ships. I'm just letting you know this is also a warning shot. And so you understand that if I didn't do a warning shot, that would have hurt you.
Roll persuasion.
So, ooh, mistake. He's quite good at that. That's a nat 20.
Okay, he believes you're a threat.
I've got to still add the others. I know you can. That's a 28. 28. I'm the captain now.
He believes you. He believes
it's a waste of my 20.
Captain.
Yeah.
he believes that you're scary.
Good.
And
that it was intentionally an intentional miss.
Yeah, he believes that you were giving him a warning.
Good. Yeah.
So, yeah. And as a result of that,
so back off, big fella.
And he does.
Oh, good.
He starts walking backwards, and his hands are up. And he's like, okay. His hands are up. He's like, hey, whoa. I think there's been a misunderstanding. Did you want this ship?
I did just say I'm the captain now. That was a mistake, wasn't it?
Did you want the ship or no?
I don't actually want to be the captain. I'm so sorry.
It's just that you said,
are you the captain?
No, I'm not the captain. It's just that you said you were the captain.
Can I speak to the captain, please?
That's you.
But
you won the ship.
No. I assume I would have to defeat the captain. I just looked. Do you have anybody? I don't.
We're short on captains. No one wants a job anymore.
Oh, nobody's the captain.
Yeah, we're all just like flying by the seat of our pants here. No one wants a job anymore. Too high risk.
Okay.
No work-life balance.
Well, look.
But you.
How about you be the captain from now on? I don't really need the job. You could take it on if you wish.
Oh.
I promote you above me. I'll be admiral. You be captain.
Oh, wow. I mean, this is not kind of how I imagined becoming captain.
It comes with absolutely no financial benefits at all.
What about dental?
Always. every role in it. Do you have a union? Are you in a union? If he's backing away.
He's backing away. The ship's mine. Do you mind leaving then?
I wouldn't have a problem with it.
I think there's just been a misunderstanding here.
Loot, what do you want to do? He's not attacking us.
I want to jump down and get my stuff.
I mean,
maybe could try and use a blanket as a parachute.
I love it.
You do have a blanket, yeah.
Absolutely, you can use a parachute. And you know what? At the very least, I can slow you down for a minute.
I can fly, Coop. You don't need to use the blanket the whole way.
He said what he said. He said what he said. Okay, so you're going to fly.
Yeah.
But again, your motivation is always to protect Loot, but you also respect his independence and his autonomy. And so, Loot.
All right.
Get your parachute ready. Darkon's going to probably fly beside you, though, I imagine. You got your blanket ready?
Yes.
Have you checked it for holes? Roll perception.
19.
Okay. You could
do your dice. You are the opposite. You sit in Morrigan's chair.
Yeah.
In Alana's chair, that is. And she rolls what she does, which is abysmal. And you come in here and take all the good juju.
Yeah.
And then we hand it back to her.
That's it.
And she sits there rolling rubbish.
You've inspected your blanket. Unfortunately, it's holes everywhere. There's been moss in it. In fact, the cricket might have something to answer for.
It's full of cricket eggs.
It's been busy in those few moments. All right, so get your parachute ready for me and we're going to leap off.
Whee!
This episode is brought to you by LifeLock. Between two-factor authentication, strong passwords, and a VPN, you try to be in control of how your info is protected. But many other places also have it, and they might not be as careful. That's why LifeLock monitors hundreds of millions of data points a second for threats. If your identity is stolen, they'll fix it, guaranteed, or your money back. Save up to 40% your first year. Visit lifelock.com/podcast for 40% off. Terms apply. This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Do you ever find yourself playing the budgeting game? Well, with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive, you can find options that fit your budget and potentially lower your bills. Try it at progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law. Not available in all states.
So good, so good, so good.
New markdowns up to 70% off are at Nordstrom Rack stores now. And that means thousands of can't-miss deals just in time for summer.
The denim section is unreal.
Why do I rack? All the dresses.
I always find something amazing. Plus, buy it online and pick it up in-store the same day for free. Great brands, great prices. That's why you rack.
Is he going faster or slower than me? Is this really working? Is the blanket parachute actually slowing him down?
I had a dream the other night that I was using, this is funny that you say this, I actually had a dream the other night that I was using my bedsheet as a parachute and I could fly in circles. It was a very, very fun dream.
Did it work?
And it worked. And I'm going to assume that you're kind of like dropping at 4 kilometers an hour. So
That's
slow.
about walking speed.
It's slow.
All right, I'm still very protective, so we're going to swing around, and at the last minute, I'm going to swoop down so he's on top of me when we land.
Yeah, and as you are very slowly drifting, slowly descending towards the ground, you are going to roll perception for me so I can tell you what you see.
Oh.
My game now.
Well, there it is. It's a game of two halves here. That's the one I was desperately
15
needed.
plus 2, 17.
Okay, so you can see from where you are a long wave of bright pink hair flowing in the wind. It's breezing away. You're like, there's my girl, Kaa'Riin. Our relationship hasn't always been solid, but I'm happy to see her in this moment. And you also see Freya and you see your staff on the ground right next to Kaa'Riin. So you notice the glow from the ground and you know you're in the right spot. Darkon,
I rolled a 1.
Yeah, and you know you're flying. You know that Loot is next to you. And that's all you need to know because Loot's got the situation under control.
Apparently, yeah.
He's having a great time.
What about the cricket? Can I just go, cricket, be free?
No, the cricket stays with. It's very grateful for the save.
Cannon
And
cricket.
the cricket. What would you like to name the cricket, Loot?
I'm going to name it Barry.
Barry, the pregnant cricket. And hey, it's an endangered alien
for a
species.
reason, yeah.
It's probably so endangered.
We need to have a talk to this species.
Loot and Barry are having a great time. Barry's like, this is nice. This is nice. And Loot's like, yeah, it is nice. And you're just slowly descending towards the ground.
Barry, the apparently flightless cricket as well. The blue flightless cricket.
He's had enough. He's had a big day. Okay. His hit points are also 1 billion, so you can never kill it again. Okay, and now you are very happily on your way down. The sound of the bombs get more and more distant as you get closer.
Again with the sound effects. Thanks for adding more of those for me.
And then you hear a nice soft breeze. You can hear the choir singing in the background. As you get closer to the ground, you can hear the choir. And what other sound effects can I put in there?
None. That's it. We're back.
All right, fine, we're back. And we're back.
But it does bring us back to Lord Caradril. And again, he sees your mum and he just wants that stone. Grabbing her didn't work, so he attacks. He can make multiple attacks, and he's going to do that right now on your mum. It'll be 3 attacks with his blade. All right, he hits twice. He's effectively slashes across the front of her armor, almost as if he's trying to cut his way through it now. And that part of her armor was actually more of a leather build, so he may well be able to do it. We did mention that before. It hasn't been a massive amount of damage, but she does stagger back and she has lost concentration. But she has also been hit, and her leather armor there at the front there has been slashed open. You can see some of the solar stone, which is easy again because there are souls pouring into it.
Oh yeah, I've got this whole time people are still dying.
So that will take us back to Aneko. She's shooting. And the good news is Alan will be shooting this turn as well.
Yes, Alan.
So, Stacey, you are rolling as Captain Aneko.
Yep.
Is she doing anything cool with the weapons?
Isn't she always?
Then what is it?
Okay, so she's like the Turkish guy who just won the Olympics in shooting.
I knew you'd go down this path.
I just love him. So he like just won this Olympic medal and was like cool when it hung out with his cat. And there's this meme that's like, if anything ever happens to this man's cat, we're getting 4 movies out of this guy. Like John Wick. And I was like,
Totally.
that's so funny.
Yeah. If you haven't seen it, he's just very casually very good. It makes us all feel like we're all capable because he's not really, he doesn't look as professional. He clearly is very talented, but he hasn't rocked up with the headgear or anything like that. So Aneko is like, I'm just going to...
Yeah, she doesn't even have one eye closed. She's looking dead straight.
Yep.
And she's actually very relaxed, very relaxed in the shoulders. And then she just lifts up her gun and she just goes, bang.
Okay. How does she go?
It's a 20. That's an unnatural 20.
I'm clapping in the air, but I'm not actually clapping because Cory doesn't like
That's
it.
true. Some air
4
claps.
years that she didn't learn that.
Thank you, Olympian man whose name I don't know. What was his name?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah, we all just know the
I only saw
image.
the memes. I can see it. I can see it.
I feel like I was channeling him.
John Turk. It's John Wick, John Turk.
Oh, okay.
Okay, no.
That one didn't land, Cory.
You know what? This one I want to do in slow motion. So we see the bullet come out of the gun, the gases.
Oh, I can see it. It's a close-up shot.
Okay. The bullet's coming through the air, spinning. You can almost see.
Through the air.
Yep. It's got Aneko's signature on it.
It's
She
going that quick.
signs every bullet before she fires it.
Yes.
Oh, God, of course she does.
Of course she does.
You can see the tunnel it creates through the air.
Yes, a little bit of shockwave
I like
value.
that. Oh, this is so good.
Camera spins around, so now we're following the bullet. Even though she's shooting from behind, Carol will take this exact moment to turn around and look.
Yes, he does.
It goes straight through the slit.
And then it gets faster and faster and it goes poof.
And it's like an impact. There'll be a great sound effect.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
And we roll 1d10.
Oh.
I mean, the d10's not as exciting as it could have been. It looked awesome. 1d10 damage, please.
It's a lot of build up for 1d10.
Yeah, that was a lot for 1d10.
You guys have been so rubbish at hitting things that, anything's good at the moment.
I feel like if we're that descriptive, we should get an extra dice.
I was that descriptive.
I agree.
Yeah, we were. As a
No,
team.
what's this we thing? How do we go with this d10?
6.
A 6.
Oh, that's still good. That's 60%.
Yeah, it's above average.
It helps. And you hear it actually makes a rattling
And he drops
sound.
the staff.
This time, when the bullet goes into the helmet, you can hear it going ding, 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 ding inside.
Oh, because he's a leech.
A lich.
Sure, he's something like that, yeah.
Yuck.
Which leads us to Alan.
Alan.
Fully loaded, 5 guns.
Yes, Alan.
All at disadvantage.
Why are you looking at me?
Because you
I
roll
got to do
Alan.
that again. Oh,
Yeah.
shit. I'm so sorry, Alan.
Alan.
None from 5 so far. With his first right arm, Alan fires.
5 is the lowest number.
With his second right arm, Alan fires.
6 and a 20.
Oh, yeah. When you said 6, I was like, oh, but the other's a 20.
With his first left arm, Alan fires.
I think that's 2.
Oof, honey.
Oh my God. With his third left arm. I've jumped a left arm here. I'm just going straight to his third.
8.
Well, this is the last arm. I'm not sure whether this is on the left-hand side or it's on the back. He looks over at Aneko and he tries to do the exact same pose.
Come on, Olympian dude. Yes! That is a 17 and an 18.
Ooh.
Oh, thank God.
It is +3, so it will hit.
I can hope a 20 would hit.
I fucking hope you'd hit more than 1 out of 10 shots. Give me D10.
The rest
D10.
of his arms are just for decoration. Oh, D10. Okay. Oh, you want me to roll again?
I think he would have been cooler, like if he just spun around and let bullets go in all directions. 1d10.
I think that's what happened. The 0 is a 10, right?
It is.
Ah, 10.
Oh, this would have been so cool if it killed him. It does not.
Okay.
But
Way to let Alan down.
you can see that whatever is holding him together, the souls that are within, or the soul that is within this armor, is starting to, pun intended, leach out from different cracks and holes inside this suit. He is very clearly dying, but not dead.
Die faster.
We swing back now across the battlefield to the dragon.
Oh, yeah, he's awake now.
The dragon
But we don't
is
know who
awake.
he is.
No.
How are we going to find that out?
I don't know, I guess you ask.
I can't ask because I'm not near him.
Good job,
Thank
Indy.
you. I understand where I am in relation to the battlefield now. Finally.
As he wakes, the first thing he does is blast his cold breath at the person who's standing right in front of him.
That's me. Did I succeed in at least tying?
No, we didn't get back to you, no.
Oh, we didn't hog tie him?
What? No other soldiers were helping me, like, restrain him?
No, they got out of the road when he
Oh,
landed.
what about the illusion? He wakes up to the illusion.
Oh, yeah. We'll do the illusion first.
Okay.
See if the illusion holds. I can tell you this.
What's
you
the
need
illusion?
the illusion to hold. The barren space and some chains. He rolls a 17. The illusion does not work.
Fuck.
And so the cold breath bursts from his mouth directly into you. How many hit points do you have?
I'm actually full up,
Good.
which is rare.
That is rare. Usually I'm shoving berries down your face.
You need to dodge this blast. Well, actually, it's a DC 24 Constitution saving throw.
Well, my Constitution saving is +4.
So we just need a crit.
So, I just need a crit.
Big ass for Alana.
It is. She's rolled a lot of 20s today. Just all
She
being
has
thrown
done
away.
well. All in disadvantage.
Well, you said well. Those ones all didn't count.
True.
This
Okay.
one, this counts.
Okay, people, am I going screen rolly or a dice?
Oh, fuck it, go dice.
Go dice?
Yeah, go dice. I feel like
the computer's against us.
Same.
Yeah, it's not on our side.
It's not.
All right, metal or the...
Metal.
Metal? Cool.
Yeah.
Okay,
Come
let's
on,
do this.
Come on,
Someone was
Turkish
a
man.
gift.
Channel the Turkish guy and the positive potato, and we will have a crit.
A crit it is not.
Oh, man.
It was really close, though.
Okay.
A 19.
It was 19.
Okay,
Oh, that's a
That was-
moral victory.
Wow, that's still good. So
It's not enough.
it's not enough.
No.
Really?
How many hit points do you have? Did you have?
I had 42.
You survived. But you are definitely out. That's
Classic Morrigan.
66 points of
Oh,
damage
I'm down.
Why did you have to get a crit again?
to take half damage.
Now it's nighty-night, this motherfucker.
Oh, man.
Yeah, you
Now she's dreaming.
hit the ground
What are you going to dream
hard
about?
and frozen.
Excellent.
So this is an ice dragon, not a fire dragon.
It's a mirror dragon.
And look, the thing attacking me doesn't really narrow down whether it's just the dragon or whether it's God,
No.
because neither of them liked me.
True.
Yeah,
the
that's
dragon
true. It's hard to tell.
watches your body gets flung aside, blasted back, I guess you could say, and it launches into the sky straight away and tries to fly away as fast as it can. Basically, consider it, trying to escape.
That feels like a good sign. I mean, I'm unconscious, but that feels like...
You got no thoughts or feelings right now, okay? Yeah. Is that good? Do you think that's good? I'm going to investigate.
It's good
I
if
can't
she
investigate because I'm not there.
It's good if she can survive enough death saves, but you guys are,
We're
and I want to
pretty
make
far
this
away,
clear,
on the other side of the
of the
field, yeah.
battlefield.
Are you telling me none of my army is going to help me?
They might,
Okay.
but there are other people dying, remember, you're just one of them.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, but
I
she's
want
like
like
the
a
most
hot
important.
nurse to come help me.
It's like, no, beggars can't be choosers. An unattractive nurse comes over and you're like,
Like with a really
Do
sick
you,
braid and she's like banging.
yeah, no.
Yeah. Okay.
Kaa'Riin,
Yep.
you don't see this.
Damn it.
'Cause you're
So
on
I
the other
can't
side
even
of
go
the
help her. Yeah. I know.
In front of you is Lord Caradril,
Yep.
looking troubled.
Terrible.
What would you like to do?
Hit him again.
Lightning again?
Again.
Lightning, lightning, lightning.
So another lightning bolt.
Yep.
It's still coursing through his body.
Yeah, again.
I would check to see if he can get out of the
Give
way.
me my staff.
He does not get out of the way.
Fuckwit. What was it, 3d10?
Yes. Takes a point of psychic damage for that one.
Oh,
Lightning
great. So
and 1 point of psychic.
I
Oh,
rolled-
come on!
I rolled 20, so then plus the 1 psychic damage, 21.
How would you like Lord Carador to die?
Yes! God, I'm really good at killing powerful things.
Yeah, you are.
I think we should all just acknowledge that.
Well, Freya's mum does.
Yeah, she
She's like,
totally gets
oh, wait,
me.
Did you see what she...
Yeah, Mum. Yeah. Yes,
You
I
do
get
have
it.
the most impressive kill list.
You do.
Thank you, everyone. Okay.
You do see also, I just should make this clear, the wisps of soul, or whatever that
Yeah.
is, that Lord Carador was, do start pulling towards the Solar Stone.
Good.
What else happens?
Okay, yes, that's just like sucking out of him, and I'm like, is this how you thought this was going to go today? Is this what you thought was going to happen? And then he's like, no, I thought I was going to smash you. And I was like, yeah, well, it turns out I'm really good at killing things.
He does say, it was never about me, as he dies.
What do you mean? Hang on, don't die yet. What do you mean?
Sorry, what? He hangs on for one more second for Freya.
Oh.
Did you have more questions?
Was this about Morrigan?
Go on.
What's not about you? And the armor just smashes on the ground.
Yeah, the armor collapses inward on itself,
Great.
falls to the ground.
Love it.
And the soul sweeps out and joins many others going into that Solar Stone.
Yay! And then I shrug off like, who's next?
Yeah, what? It's not
And then I'm
about
gonna go.
me.
Sorry, what did you say?
I go, who's next?
I feel like you
Oh, sorry, I
regret
said,
that.
I'll start again.
No.
Oh, no, I was going to say it again because I don't think you heard my action, which was, so then I shrugged my shoulders and then I like dust my hands off and then I go, so who's next?
That is awesome. Because as soon as you see the body fall to the ground, you look beyond him. You can see straight past him, and the golems are already starting to stand aside. They've lost their leader. And then from the forest behind them,
My Ubers.
you can see a woman walking between. The Ubers have not yet arrived. They may arrive, they may not.
They are getting 1 star. Because honestly.
Somewhere in the distance, you hear an Uber going, "Oh God! I mean, fair enough, but that'll really hurt." Coming out of the trees, you see 3 people. Morrigan.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
That I'm unconscious?
No. One of the people is Morrigan.
No. Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Next to Morrigan is Shayla.
Yeah, that figures. That
And
tracks.
next to the Morrigan is Morrigan's mother.
If I was awake right now, I'd be like shocked. But
I am. That's why I'm not talking.
Hang on.
Why is she? If she's bad, and why
is
she
this the
was
first moment that
Shayla?
Freya's realizing Shayla's alive?
Yeah.
It's like, oh my God, Shayla!
Shayla, I'm so sorry. Shayla, I'm sorry.
Awkward.
I thought, Shayla.
But then Morrigan's
Anyway,
mother, what's she doing there
it's a
with evil
blessing.
Morrigan?
Is evil Morrigan trying to mask as good Morrigan?
Yeah.
Or is Shayla and Morrigan's mum on our wrong?
Oh no.
We've been
duped.
All these questions and more will be answered in part 2.
Can you answer them now though?
Yeah.
No.
It's the end of part 1. It was getting a bit too long. There is no other reason, but at least you get a song. So stay there and wait now, part 2 will be right along. No complaining, you injure, at least you got a song. I mean the height of some people. At least you got a song. It even rhymes, and it finishes with the gong.